What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Real Talk Real Estate. I'm your host, Mark Cannon, local realtor here in the Phoenix area with my home group real estate and owner of the Benchmark Real Estate team. So today we're talking through Phoenix market trends and what's going on. And there are some changes and there's some things that are happening that you guys need to be paying attention to. So I'm going to do a screencast today. I'm going to share all that with you. As always, you can watch on YouTube and Spotify. You can listen on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Here to help. Appreciate the likes, appreciate the comments. Here to help my clients and future clients. So let's get into it. Let's do a screencast. Let's see here. Make myself smaller. So as always, where do we start? How many homes on the market? So if you remember last month, we were in like the high 1700s. 1700s. I can't talk today. Oh my gracious. 17,000. So we were like 17,900, I think. And now we're at 19,000. So we've come up over, I think in a month, I think Cromford showed me, we've come up like almost 1,400 in a month span. So that's a good jump. And what's happening? That means the market has slowed down a little bit more. Remember, a normal market here in Phoenix, Arizona is 25,000 homes, give or take, on the market at one time. So we're not there yet. The last time we got this close, I think, was November 22. We got to like 20,000 and then we dropped back down again. So it's one of those that we haven't gotten close to 25,000 in years. It's been quite some time. And I think that I saw the last time we were up there 2015, 2016, I think, if I remember right. But 19,000 homes. And what that means is we don't have as much demand. So supply has come up a little bit. Okay, that's a good thing because it's going to help balance the market. So it's one of those that prices are still high. Prices have still been holding for the most part. Now, certain areas, prices have come down a little bit. But for the most part, overall, prices have held fairly steady. It's not like major drops, nothing like that. So something to be paying attention to because it's one of those that, the market's not changing that drastically, but we are getting more homes on the market. So that's good. So what we're going to talk about, inflation. We're going to talk about unemployment. We're going to talk about a lot of things. So let me move myself over here now. So we talked about that. Let's talk about inflation. So good inflation numbers came in, if they are correct. If they didn't change them, I'll always put that out there. But we're down to 2.5%. Now, again, the goal is 2%. And we have to remember that inflation means we're still rising by this amount. Prices are still going up. It's not prices are coming down. We're not deflating. We are inflating still. The goal is always 2%. So we're still not to the goal, but we're on the right track at least. They're bringing interest rates down. So we're going to talk about interest rates. So bringing interest rates down right now, we're at 6.12 for a conventional loan. For FHA, we are, I think it's like 5.7, 5.66. So that's pretty good. And VA is right there with it. I think VA is 5.68. Yeah. So we're right in that range. Around 5.7 for VA FHA, 6.1 for conventional. So that's good. And that's helping people still buy. But the problem is there's a lot of other things going on. Obviously, we have an election going on. Shocker if you haven't seen all the commercials. So there's a lot of uncertainty there. But the other thing that I think people are starting to see is this, and this is unemployment. So obviously COVID, which, that wasn't really unemployment. It was just, manufacturing unemployment. We went back down to 3.5, all this stuff. And then we started creeping back up and we got to 4.3. Now we're at 4.2. Now that's if these numbers are correct. I know there's been some job report numbers that came out, I think from last year, that were wrong by like 800,000. So who knows if they're reporting all this stuff correctly. But I think one of the things that I've been reading and seeing just in stuff I'm reading about is there's a lot of companies starting to lay people off. I used to work for UPS. UPS just laid off like 12,000 people. So that's a lot of people. And there's other major companies laying off a bunch of people. I'm watching it across different industries where companies either aren't hiring anymore or they're letting people go. They're not filling positions. And I think that's where you're going to see a lot of hesitancy. Obviously, there's a lot of different credit card debt still. There's car loans. There's different things going on. There's a lot of volatility because of elections and then all these other things going on with inflation and prices still being high because we haven't had any deflation. Whether it's in real estate or the grocery store or gas or whatever it is, those prices haven't necessarily come down. So it's one of those that there's a lot of turmoil for people. And so they look at all this stuff and they go, oh man, like, what's going to happen? So there's a lot of people still not buying yet, and a lot of people still on the sidelines waiting, and they're waiting for prices or interest rates come down even more. So that's something to pay attention to. Last thing I'll talk to you about is Cromford Report. that I pay for. So this talks about, again, in between 90 to 110 is a balanced market. Anything below 90 is buyer's market. Anything above 110 is a seller's market. Fountain Hill's still going strong, man. It's awesome. It's still going strong. Chandler's come down some, but they're still going strong. A lot of these are still going strong. Paradise Valley's gone up. They're going strong. So a lot of these are going strong, but anything to me under 120 is balanced market. We're starting to see it. It's more balanced. And then you have the buyer's markets down here, and places where you can negotiate more. And I think the biggest thing I'm telling people right now that I'm seeing is if your home is really nice and priced well, it will go. Now, the days on market have expanded. Like days on market now, I think the average is around 90. So it's one of those, and again, every city is going to be different on days on market. Different neighborhoods are going to be different on days on market. So that all varies, but it's one of those days on market has gotten longer. So and we're going back towards normal. Normal wasn't 20 days, 30 days. That wasn't normal. Normal was, your house is on the market for 3, 4, 5 months. We're getting back to that. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Now, people are like, man, I want to sell fast. Well, then you're going to have to go lower in price to sell faster. And we're seeing some people do that. So it's one of those that the homes that are struggling to sell are the homes that need a lot of work or just aren't updated, that, like they're original, and you're trying to sell near what the comps that, other homes in my neighborhood are selling for this. Yeah, but are they nicer than yours? That's something to consider. And that's why it's important to have a good real estate agent to know that stuff, because it's one of those that you'll sit longer and longer. I've seen houses sitting 200 days right now. And some of them, they're priced too high. Some of them might just be a unique situation. So it's one of those that if you are thinking about selling, or if you're thinking about buying and you have questions about this, it's good to get a good real estate professional who knows what they're talking about. I would love to help you. If you're here in Phoenix and you're looking, I'd love to talk to you about it. I'd love to just talk through it, strategize with you on what the best game plan is, because maybe it's right now. Maybe it's not right now. Like, it's truly what's best for you. That's the way I work. That's the way I operate. So I'm here to help. My information's below. So if you want to reach out, I would love to talk with you. I'd love to schedule a time to sit down with you. If you have any questions, if you're out of state, I'd love to help you any way I can. But guys, I appreciate you listening. You've been listening to Real Talk Real Estate. I'll talk to you next time.